everybody, it's Marion from Life Unboxed, and today I am going to have for you another cooking video. We are going to be using bacon, cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese, and these farm fresh eggs that I just purchased today from the local farm. Look at that. We're going to have a bacon and cheese quiche. If you want to see what's going on in this video, you keep on watching. I'll be right back. So I'm going to start chopping up some bacon. I've got my eggs over there. You can see that I've got some baking stuff out here. I've got a bread cooking in the oven. You can see in the Dutch oven there. And I'm going to put the bacon in this pan, and yeah, so we're going to start doing the quiche. So stand by. Okay, I'm going to get this opened up here and start chopping up a little bit of this quiche ingredients: bacon, cheese, and eggs. And I'm kind of making this for our breakfast this morning. It's, okay, so yeah, so that's what I'm doing. And I am trying to perfect the bread baking situation, but it's not going well, I have to admit. But you know what? I'm not going to give up on it. I'm going to continue until I get this process down. I'm cutting off some of this fat. We don't need all this, although I don't have a problem with it. It's just a little bit too much. So I'll get this bacon chopped up here, get it in the pan, and yeah, we'll be back when I get that all chopped up. Unfortunately, when I went to get my pie tin out, or my pie pan, there's a crack right alongside there, and I don't know when that happened. So unfortunately, I am not gonna be using that pan. I'll just use that for maybe fruit or something. This is the pan I'll be using. Yep, that's it. Okay, got the bacon in there frying up. And since I already have the oven on, I may just do a frittata instead of a quiche, but I'm not sure yet. Who knows what this is going to end up being. Okay, let us chop up or grate up some cheese here. And this is sharp cheddar cheese. And I decided to go with the quiche. So I've got the pie dough roll out to soften up a little bit, and that will take probably about 30 minutes. In the meantime, my bread is almost done, so I'll show you what that looks like. And I'm warning you right now that it's my first artisan bread baking, and I only used 3 cups of flour. And I went according to the directions anyway. And it's a small loaf, but you know what? It's okay. We're going to have some fresh bread to go with our quiche. I think that's going to be awesome. Okay, we got some cheese grated up. I'm going to go check on the bacon, and we'll be back. Okay, there's the bacon all fried up, and I'm going to use these eggs because they're the oldest, and I'm going to use 8 of them, and there's perfectly 8 in here, and they are jumbo eggs, so they're the big ones. I've got my roll out here, and I'm going to put it over here so we can get that in the pan very soon. Okay, presenting my first loaf of artisan crusty bread. There it is, all in all its glory. Yeah, so we're gonna let that cool. I'm gonna put it out on a cooling rack, and then I'll let you see it when we get to cut into it. There it is. Oops, can't hear it because you hear how. Shush. Yeah. Nice and crunchy. So we'll see how that is once we cut into it. All right, we're gonna start cracking these eggs in here. And let's see how many double yolks we'll get. Remember the other day when we were doing this, cracking the eggs, we got a couple of double yolks. So far, no double yolks, but that's all right. Big ones. So I'm anxious to try my bread. Now I use 3 cups of flour, and that's what the recipe called for. So it's a small loaf. If I use double that, oh, there's the double yolk. Speaking of double yolk. Did you see that? Right there. And here it comes, maybe another one. Nope. Yeah, I use 3 cups of flour, so if I double that, I'll get a bigger loaf of bread. Okay. That does that. 7 eggs. And now, I'm just gonna get my hands off and get my whisk. Whisk it up. Some say you're supposed to do a back and forth motion on this, but I don't see what makes a difference, you know? I don't think that pie tin is going to be big enough. Let's hope it doesn't overflow it. Now, I'm not going to measure this. I'm just going to add in, if I can get it open, that is, some heavy cream. And then I'll add a little water to go with it, too, so it's not quite so rich. Because with the bacon and the cheese, it's going to be rich enough. Alright. I'm not going to guess at that. Just like maybe a quarter of a cup of heavy cream. And then I've got some ice cold water here. I'll just add a little bit of that. There. And I'm not going to add a whole lot of salt, but I will add some. I'm just gonna, I don't like to use my fingers for that. So I'm gonna use my little spoon here that I got in one of my boxes. And that's about a teaspoon or less. I'll add a little bit more pepper. There. And then I'll mix that all up. Alright. And we'll get back to you in just a minute when I put the pie crust in the pie plate. Okay, I am not going to cut off the edges. I'm going to keep that rolled just so the ingredients don't roll out of the pie tin, you know. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but we're going to see. So I'm just going to add the eggs in, and then I'm going to put the cheese and the bacon in. I don't think the bacon I'll have a problem with. There, that doesn't look too bad. I'll just give it a little zhuzh here and make it look like a real pie. I hate wasting any of this pie crust, but what are you going to do if you need to, you know? That's about it. Let's see, almost done there. Bear with me. I know this can be tedious, but in the long run, it's going to be worth it, I think. I hope. All right. There. It's not too bad. All right. We're going to add some eggs. Yep. Okay. Looks like we got it all in there. Now I'm going to add the bacon. Alright, I can turn the oven back on now. I turned it off because it was up to 450, you know, that's a high temperature. I needed to give the stove and the kitchen and me and my poor husband a break. We do have the air on though, so it's hot in here. I don't know where you're located right now, but it's hot in Ohio. Okay, cheese going in. Lots and lots of cheese. And there's enough for a little bit of a rise with the ingredients there, so that's good. And we don't want to over cheese it. I mean, I love cheese, but I think you can get a little bit too much sometimes. There we go. Okay. Now, I am going to turn you around, and I'm going to turn the oven on. Bake. 350. Start. There we go. And there's our quiche. Okay, here is the moment of truth. I need a bigger knife. I should have brought my big serrated knife over, huh? Hold on, I'll use this one. Okay, here we go. Ooh, sounds good so far. Look at that. Look in there and see if it's... Look at
Yeah,
that.
that's perfect.
All right. Well, there you saw it with your own eyes. The first artisan bread. All right, I'm gonna give my husband a piece of bread with the butter,
Right.
and he's gonna taste it.
Oh yeah.
It's hot, so it's still warm, but
Let me rip a little piece off here.
I would just want to make sure that it's not doughy.
I thought you were gonna say poison. All right, how's the texture? Is it too doughy? No. Okay. Sounds good. And there you have it, folks. The moment of truth. Okay, this is the finished product of our quiche. So there it is. And in a minute, we'll have a taste test from the person who taste test. Okay, my taste tester is about to try the quiche.
Okay, I'm gonna taste this
Yeah,
first.
taste the pie. Well, the pie crust I didn't make, so it's Pillsbury.
It's gonna be good anyway.
Don't matter. That don't matter.
Yeah.
What's the ingredients inside is what matters.
All right.
Okay, good hearty piece. Blow on it. It might be real hot.
Please don't be hot.
Just come out of a 350 oven. Okay, here we go. The moment of another moment of truth.
That's good. What all is in that?
Okay, nothing but bacon and cheese, and egg, salt, and pepper. Is there too much salt in it?
No.
Okay. Can you taste any bacon?
Yeah.
Okay. And what about, is it cheesy enough? Okay.
Yep.
Have one more taste, and then his brother's coming over too, so we're going to ask him to have a taste. Good. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
We really appreciate it. Okay, so there you go. Today's video. Fresh homemade bread and a quiche. Everything from scratch except the pie crust. Yeah, I didn't want to do that on video because you would not like the outcome, and either would I. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that little bell where you'll be notified when I upload another video. And don't forget to subscribe. And to all my subscribers, new and old, I welcome you. Always appreciate you coming back and watching a video and spending a little bit of your valuable time, because time is precious. So thank you again. Don't forget to be kind to one another. It is a rough world out there. I love you all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.